sync the data.
Right.
But now, because it's synced online with your Google Calendar and Google Calendar sync with your phone directly, it's like it's simpler.
So it's kind of nice that we could use the Gmail and edit that task, right? It's this everything's organized in your calendar, your to-do list, and everything.
Yeah, if you need more advanced, I think Astra did a pretty good job on the task management. Astra remember the notes. Yeah,
I used to remember the note. I love
I
it.
started using it every minute.
If you don't mind, I'd like to ask a few questions actually. Just why do you use Android, and what phone did you use before, and what kind of apps do you like the most, and what would you like to see from these meetup groups, going forward? What was it that we could talk about? What kind of subject? Is that all right? Just a few minutes for Eddie. Go ahead. Why? Well, the first question would be, what kind of Android do you use? What kind of phone? And what phone did you use before, and why did you choose Android? And do you like it or not?
Okay. Using Nexus 1, and the reason why I use Android is because the integration with the Google app is really nice, and obviously because Google Android is open source and there's a lot of business-backed community, so it's easy to be there's a lot of people that can develop a new customized OS and can keep improving it. So it doesn't limit the creativity of the person itself. So all the developer can develop the application to whatever they like, to what degree. And I used G1 before, and before that I used Nokia. And since I'm using G1, I fall in love with G1, I fall in love with Android, and since then I like to develop the application. I like the architectural also, but system itself.
Okay, so second question will be, what would you like to see from these meetup groups going forward, and how often should we get together? Every quarters?
I think once a month should be enough, or at least once a month, so that we can keep up with technology and share, because I learned so many different cool apps today with all the years here.
What did you learn today?
Well, I downloaded BUM. I tried my first BUM, and it's very cool. I tried to mess it up with to do
You're sabotaging BUM.
at the same time, just to see how it works, and get to know the Android fans around here.
Thank you, Eddie. How about you, Lara?
Okay.
What
I
phone?
had a Hero. And before this, I had a really horrible phone, so I am just really now getting into kind of I didn't even have a texting plan before, so this is the first time I've ever had any of this kind of real mobile technology. I kind of wanted an iPhone because I have a MacBook and I love it, and everyone I know that has an iPhone loves it, but I also love Google because I'm a writer, and instead of saving things on my computer, I just save everything on Google Docs. So. And I use the calendar and all that. So that's why I went with this one, because we were already on the right stuff. And I guess, I would echo what Eddie says about, I just would like to know what people are using their phones for, kind of apps are good, and just kind of asking, I'm really not, even though I write a lot about technology, I'm not really a hands-on developer or anything, so it's nice to have resources like you guys that I can ask kind of technical questions to and
So have you been happy with Android and basically, right?
Oh yeah, I love it, yeah. I definitely love it.
Thanks.
I need to put it down more.
Right. Scott?
Yeah. So I come from an iPhone background largely, and what attracted me to Android is the ability to sort of just, I got a Google Voice account, and I really wanted to do it on the iPhone, but, they just put up so many barriers to being able to do that. So I really want, with Android, the openness of it, and the fact that Google Voice gives me the ability to sort of decouple my presence, my cell phone, or my number from my actual carrier. I've had my own email, domain and all that. So, I think that's more powerful than what the iPhone does. That being said, I bought the Droid and now have, went and got an iPod Touch, because there are a couple iPhone apps that I just can't live without. So, it has its utility, but for my phone, I wanted Android.
That's cool. What do you expect to get from this meetup group?
Meetups, I'm more of a developer, so for me, I'd kind of like to see, us look at, application development and that sort of thing, but the sort of day-to-day use of the phone, is interesting to me too. So it can go, for me, it can go either way, and maybe if we had a breakout of that was development only and user, that'd be fine too. Either way, really, for me.
So we have two developers, Eddie and Scott right here. Right. Thanks, Scott.
Yeah.
Right. And I'll go with yeah. I'll catch up with you, Scott. Thank you so much. How about you, Matt? Any feedback on what phone did you use before, and why did you move to Android? Have you been happy with it? And second question would be, what do you expect from these meetups, and how often do you think we should meet?